how to find the right realtor for you or just a realtor in general. If you're somebody who's in the market to buy or sell a home and you don't know where to start, stick around. I'm going to show you how to find one in the next few minutes. Now, if it's not going to be myself, Tony Green from the Moyer Realty Group at Iron Valley, or someone from the team that I play for, I guess the next best thing I could do is show you how to find your realtor. So let's get into it. Let's be honest. Choosing a real estate agent can be stressful. It's going to be one of the biggest financial moves you'll ever make. So let's try to get rid of the anxiety and get into some sort of strategy. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to find and hire a top tier agent who is going to be on your team. So with this quote, right, you're not looking for a tour guide, you're hiring a strategist. You're not just looking for someone to unlock doors, you want a savvy strategist. Most importantly, you want them to protect your money at every single turn, right? So before we start the search, let's talk about who's who, because the real estate world has its own language. So let's talk about some key players. Here's a distinction you should know, right? Anyone with a state license can call themselves a real estate agent. A realtor is a little different. They're a member of the National Association of Realtors. They have to go by a strict code of ethics, and that extra layer of accountability is something you want on your side. So do your due diligence. Let's get down to business. Where do you begin to find top-notch candidates? Time to build a short list, right? First things first, referrals. Talk to friends, family, coworkers, anyone whose opinion that you actually trust or care about. After that, hit the internet. Realtor.com, Zillow, they're great for filtering by location and or specialty. Go to local open houses, because this is the perfect way to see an agent in action in their habitat, like live. The referral gets the agent the interview, but it does not get them the job. Again, the referral gets the agent an interview, but not the job. Every single candidate, whether it's your cousin or family member, they should all go through the same interview process with no exceptions. So let's talk about the main event, the interview, where we separate the pros from the pretenders. You have to treat this like a job interview, because that's exactly what it is. You're the boss and you're hiring someone for a very important role, right? How do you do it? How do you tell the best from the rest? You have to ask sharp, specific questions way beyond how long have you been in the business. These questions are designed to uncover expertise, their process, and where their loyalty is, right? So for example, ask them, how many homes have you actually closed right here in this neighborhood? That's a great question to ask. How many other clients are you working with right now? One of my favorites is, do you offer a cancelable listing agreement? A confident agent who knows their stuff won't try to lock you in to a long-term contract if they're not getting your results. Speaking about loyalty, let's talk about this thing called dual agency. This is when a single agent represents both the buyer and the seller. It's legal in a lot of places, but it may present a small conflict of interest. So you might say, how could they fight for the lowest possible price for the buyer, highest possible price for the seller? So it could be a little tough. But according to experts, if an agent, a really good agent will act as a dual agent in less than 10% of transactions. If you see higher than that, they may be more interested in a higher commission, or not in your best interest, right? Now, any agent that suggests a super high price just to get you to list with them, it's called buying the listing. That's a red flag. Or if they don't give you any information on their most recent clients, a little transparency helps. But great agents don't just talk a good game. They walk the walk. They show up with a plan, a strategy that is specific for you. If you're a seller, a detailed marketing plan is definitely non-negotiable. Let's talk about creating buzz for the house before it hits the market. High-end photo, video, drone footage. It has to involve targeted digital ads on social media and smart plan for reaching out to the neighborhood, because your buyer might live down the street. And for all you buyers, the strategy is just as important. A top agent will have a clear system about how they'll find your properties both on and off the market, how they analyze all the properties, and how they have a plan to help you win in a bidding war. So what if you do all this, you do all your homework, and you feel like you still hired the wrong person? The great news is that you are not stuck. Knowing that you have an escape clause should give you the confidence to move forward. So let's walk through the way to handle something like this. First, you're going to review the contract, see what it says about termination. Then talk about the problem directly with the agent and their broker. If that goes south, formally tell them that you're terminating the agreement. And this part is crucial. Make sure you get that termination in writing always. If you feel like there was some unethical behavior, then you can file a formal complaint with the local real estate board. So in the end, it all boils down to this one question. Is your agent just a person with a key, or are they a guardian for what will be your biggest financial asset? Is your agent unlocking doors or protecting your investment? If you treat this like a big business decision that it is, everything should kind of go in your favor. You definitely want an agent who's going to protect your asset, your money, you in general, right? This is a family. This may be passed down through your family. This is a huge, huge purchase, something that you put a lot of work into. So you definitely want to talk to someone who you feel as though is in your best interest. And disclaimer, my name is Tony Green. I'm a real estate professional with over 15 plus years in real estate transactions, doing rental properties, buying and selling my own. I'm licensed here in Pennsylvania. If you need any professional help, you can certainly reach out to me. If you feel like, this doesn't add enough value for you, you can certainly, take some of this information, do what you want with it. But I would love to work with you. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or anything, you can always put them in the comments. Get to them when we can. But yeah, if it's not going to be myself or anybody at my firm, the Moyer Realty Group at Iron Valley Real Estate, then certainly use this video as a stencil and go find your agent. Best of luck to you. I'll always be here if you need some assistance.